it's Steph. Thanks for clicking. This is my first update for Projects in Panning, a Dungeons & Dragons project pan. This was created by Ali of Ali in Wonderland as a Fantastic Ladies collab, and it is, of course, Dungeons & Dragons theme. The rules can be found on the Facebook page. It's really easy to follow. There's 5 steps. You pick a race, a class, a location, an encounter, and a wondrous item. The way you choose your usage goals is up to you. The way I'm doing it is a bit ridiculous, don't mind me. And the storytelling aspect that I'm doing isn't part of the rules either, it's just that I like making up nonsense. Speaking of the story, in the intro we had Elyas Reedgrove, a halfling rogue, was after his daughter. She had been kidnapped by a dragon and taken into the Forbidden Forest as a tribute for Tiamat. Fortunately, Elyas had a little bit of help. He had a deck of illusions that he was using to distract Tiamat while he snuck by her to try to get to Orani, where she was with the treasure trove of tribute. So now we get to find out how Elyas did and if he's able to get to Orani. For Halfling, it is a product that goes with everything. I was using a sample of Mac Fix Plus. It's a versatile product. It goes with everything, certainly. And I had a goal of 15 uses on this. I used it 11 times, but that actually finished it, so I am calling it a goal met since this is, in fact, empty. So I met my goal for Halfling. The prompt for Rogue is a shady product, maybe a brand you don't support anymore. I went a bit of a different direction. I went with the Han Skincare Cosmetics Lip and Cheek Tint in the shade Coral Hibiscus. I consider this shady because it's 100% natural. And then you have the what does natural mean really? And if it is natural, is that really any better for you? I mean, nature's come up with more poisons than a laboratory ever could. My goal for this was to use it 9 times, and I did that, so I met my goal on the Rogue too. Since I met my goal on both the race and the class, I get to roll in a new character into our story. And for our location, we were in the Forbidden Forest. That's something green, and I have this Exa High Fidelity color corrector. It is a green concealer, and my goal was to use this 12 times. So far I've used it 9 times, so I still haven't met my goal on the Forbidden Forest, which means that we're not out of the woods yet. Elyas was taking advantage of his talent as a rogue and was sneaking past Tiamat rather than trying to fight her. Tiamat is represented by something that you have a double or backup of. I do have a backup black eyeliner. I was using this itty bitty little black eyeliner, and my goal was to use this 10 times. I did that, which means that Elyas got past Tiamat. Now Elyas had some help sneaking past Tiamat. He was using the deck of illusions, and what he drew was the 7 of clubs. The 7 of clubs is an influencer collab or brand. I went with this Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Heat in the shade Hot Cherry, since Rihanna as a celebrity also influences people. My goal was to use this 10 times, and I did that. However, the way the deck of illusions works in D&D, you don't really do anything to draw the card, but your enemy gets a chance to figure out if it's an illusion or not. We have to find out if Tiamat recognizes that this is an illusion, and to do that, she's going to roll a d20 for an intelligence check. If the intelligence check comes out to a 15 or higher, she recognizes that this is an illusion, and I'll have to try again with another illusion from the deck. This is not part of the actual rules. I'm just making up nonsense. Unfortunately, Tiamat is actually very intelligent as the Queen of Dragons. Her intelligence modifier is +8, so whatever this roll comes out to, +8, has to be less than 15 in order for this illusion to work. So let's find out. 5. So 5 plus 8 is 13, is less than 15, which means the illusion works, and Tiamat is fooled by the trick. So Elyas threw the card, and there was an illusion of a puppy. And Tiamat was really fascinated by this puppy. She didn't realize it wasn't real, and so she's just watching it chase its tail while Elyas sneaks past, and he manages to reach Orani with the rest of the treasure trove. But Orani is not the only captive. There's someone else there with her. She's an elf, and her name is Glorifine Nightflower. An elf is a pen-type product. I have this Aesthetica liquid eyeliner in black, and this isn't really a pen so much as a quill. But somehow I don't think Ali would mind. So I'm going to be using this. I'm going to roll to figure out my usage goal for the eyeliner. If I roll a 20, that means I only need to use it 1 time. If I roll a 16 through 19, that means I only need to use it 5 times. 11 through 15 is going to be a usage goal of 10. 6 through 10 is going to be 15 uses. 2 through 5 is going to be 20 uses. And if I roll a 1, I need to finish it. Hopefully I don't get that because that would take forever. I just opened this last week. I rolled an 11, so that's going to be a 10 use goal on the eyeliner in order to beat my goal for elf. Now, Lorafine was captured for her entertainment value. You see, the dragons thought she'd be valuable to Tiamat because she is a bard, and they thought that she might amuse Tiamat. So, for a bard, it's a music-themed item. I have this eyeshadow. It's a sample from the I Need a Nude palette by Natasha Denona, and it's in the shade Muse. And so one of the muses was the muse that inspired music. I don't remember which one. Also, there's a band called Muse. So this is definitely a music-related product. For a usage goal, I rolled the same way you would for an attribute in Dungeons & Dragons, which is you roll 4 six-sided dice, and you add the top 3 together. And when I did that, I got a 6, a 2, a 4, and another 6. So when you add the top 3, 6 plus 4 plus 6, that's 16. So 16 uses on this eyeshadow to meet my goal on the bard. So Elyas, his daughter Orani, and Lorafine are all running from the dragons in order to escape Tiamat, and they're running deeper into the forest. Unfortunately, they are seen by one of Tiamat's guards. And Tiamat's guards are not guards. Tiamat's guards are, of course, dragons. So they were seen by this dragon, and a dragon is a large product. And I certainly consider this It's a 10 Miracle Shampoo plus Keratin to be a large product. It is in a 1-liter bottle. I've had this for about a year. I can't see it through the packaging, but I think I'm about there. So now Elyas and Lorafine are trying to defeat this dragon. This is obviously a blue dragon, and blue dragons have 225 health points. Between the two of them, that means that Lorafine needs to do 113 damage to make sure that it's dead. Now, as Lorafine was a captive, she wasn't really armed. However, Elyas was able to give her his dagger, and she can fight the dragon with that. So I rolled 1d4, and a d4 looks like this. I already did this in advance because I had some math to do. And I actually did roll a 4. So in order to find out how much damage each hit with the dagger is going to do the dragon, it's the 4 that I rolled, plus a modifier from her attribute. So this is a little bit simplified from how it would really work in Dungeons & Dragons. But the attribute was the roll that I had for the eyeshadow, and so that was a total of 16, which gives a modifier of plus 3. So 4 plus 3 is 7 damage for each hit with the dagger. The dragon's 113 hit points, divided by the 7 damage from each hit, comes out to about 16.1 hits in order to kill it. So I will use the shampoo 17 times to make sure the dragon is dead. Lorafine did not leave the dragon hoard completely empty-handed. She saw something there that was very interesting and felt very off, so she decided to grab it because it just felt wrong and she felt Tiamat shouldn't be allowed to have it. And that was the Bloodwell Vial. The Bloodwell Vial is something that a sorcerer uses to focus their magic within D&D, so it allows them to use more spells and they get more powerful spells by using it, and they would put their blood into it to attune it to them, so as long as they then have it on their person, it works. And the Bloodwell Vial within this project is a red product, and I'm going to be using this red lip crayon. This goes on pretty sheer, so it's not that bold or dramatic of a red. I'm wearing it right now. My goal is to use this 10 times to meet my goal for the Bloodwell Vial. So Elyas did manage to rescue Orani from Tiamat, and he picked up a new friend. He managed to rescue Lorafine Nightflower the Bard as well. They are fleeing through the Forbidden Forest. They are unfortunately being pursued by a dragon that they are now attempting to kill as they run, and they now have acquired the Bloodwell Vial. Next update, we'll all get to find out if they manage to escape the forest and slay the dragon, and if they figure out what they're going to do with this Bloodwell Vial. So, until next month, bye.